Hello everybody, I am the Time Turtle. Today I want to talk to you about a major issue in the video game industry, and it's developers releasing too much about a video game before it comes out. A perfect example of this would be Watch Dogs. For those of you who've played Watch Dogs, personally I think it's a really good game. I can understand why. I mean, it did not live up to the hype that everybody had for it, but that's an entirely different story. Although it is technically tied into this. The thing was, the developers showed us all the hacks, they showed us all that sort of stuff before the game came out. So when we got the game, there was nothing new to explore or look at, which is a huge major problem in the video game industry. The best games are the ones that you never really know too much about, and then when you play them, you're pleasantly surprised by different things you can do, and all that sort of thing they never revealed to you, because you discover it for yourself. A perfect example of a game that's just come out is The Witcher 3. For those of you who have been following it closely, they release tons of gameplay stuff and all that, and you see what the game's about, but they leave so much of it in the dark. And the thing is, with that game, it is so huge and there's so much to do. Thankfully, they can't do anything like that. Obviously, it's a good thing when developers show us these stuff to make us hooked on the game, so we want, oh yeah, I really want to be able to do that in the video game. Obviously it's a marketing thing, but the problem is, it gets to a point where they're showing us so much from the video game that we can't, there's nothing new for us to discover. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I love that game to hell. I love near enough all the Assassin's Creed games. It's a favourite franchise of mine. But just a major problem with AC3 was the fact that they showed us everything we could do and all that sort of thing, and then there was nothing in the video game to keep us hooked onto it, really. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I played through it again several times, and I don't know. But Black Flag, when they released the gameplay videos, I was always waiting for them. But they showed us what it was about, and they showed us some of the islands, but they never really showed everything to do with it. And the story, we knew the basic story, but a lot of it was left in the dark, which again was brilliant. So we didn't know too much about it. And another thing Assassin's Creed have always done brilliantly is the modern day now, like it or hate it, they never talk about it much. They'll release one or two things. When they were going to Black Flag, they showed some of the Sturgo screenshots. AC3, there was the picture of Desmond at the boxing match. But they never revealed anything about it, and I always enjoyed finding out what was happening in the modern day, apart from Unity, which really heavily let me down. But anyway, that's an entirely different story. Developers need to stop releasing everything and telling us everything about the game, and they should leave us more in mystery of what's going on. And yes, trust me, it will annoy me a hell of a lot when I'm not finding out all these things and they're not telling us. But it is the best thing to do, because then when you play the game, you have the satisfaction of seeing these new things and enjoying them. This video isn't really for anything, it's just me ranting because I need to kind of get all this out. I'm probably going to do other things like this, but not just on video games. Oh, there are so many things I want to rant about. I'll consider doing it. Anyway, I am aiming to do a Bioshock Infinite playthrough, because that is my favourite game of all time. It is a brilliant game though, and I just feel like doing it. But if anybody who is in the game development thing sees this, I really highly urge you, I doubt they will, I doubt many people are going to see this at all, but I really want you to look, when you're promoting your game, not release too much information about it. Because although they do it obviously for the marketing reasons and all that, but it'd be so much more interesting to have a video game that we know bits about, we know generally what it's about, but we don't know a lot. That's what makes some video games so amazing, when you play through them and you just discover it all for yourself, because that is a major problem. People get so hyped up about the video games, and then when you get to play them, you've already seen it all before. You know what's happening, because the developers have shown you all the stuff. Okay, that's me done. I need a drink or something. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, say so. If you think I'm wrong about things, say so. If you just want to generally chat. I'm not going to stop you. And yeah, I aim to do a lot more videos over time. Definitely one per week. Maybe not at the moment because I have my GCSE exams and all that. But I will definitely begin doing that. Anyway, this is the Time Turtle saying goodbye, everybody, and I hope you all have a nice day. Or night, depending on what time it is you're watching this. Yeah, anyway, I'm off. Bye-bye, everybody.